New Black Wall Street Book Club. Evan Jefferson, brother, much love. Educating, elevating, because in knowledge is the power and we'll never give it up. Literature's for the masses. Where to put your money down, now how to watch your assets. Yeah, uplifting others is a passion. My brother Evan, he will turn it into action. New Black Wall Street Book Club. You should come read with us. Yeah, we comprehend and discuss. Yeah. We all just come together. There's no limit for us. Here comes your host, New Black Wall Street. Evan, take it away. New Black Wall Street Book Club. New Black Wall Street Book Club.
Good morning, my beautiful people. How are you this morning? Thanks so much for tuning in on this Monday. This is ERGJ, your certified financial educator, founder of the New Black Wall Street and the New Black Wall Street Book Club, where readers are leaders. The more you learn, the more that you can earn, my people. And you got to understand that wealth begins in the mind. You must be wealthy in your mind long before you're wealthy in your wallet. We hope to change that for you, because they say that if you put it in a book, black folk will never find it. Well, we got some books that we going to find. Matter of fact, our episodes or our shows brought to you by ERGJ Black Bookstore. Not only will you find it in the book, but you'll find it in the book written by black folk. And that's what we're going to go through today, the lessons from the richest black man in the world, what we're going to go over today as we move into Dangote's 10 Commandments in the world. Now, of course, we written a book about this guy. It's called the Black Billionaires Club. And the Black Billionaires Club, we should have our proof back today or tomorrow, be able to go into print by Wednesday or Thursday, and be on schedule to release the book on July 4th, Black Economic Independence Day. That's right, Black Economic Independence Day. We launch our first book. So I'm super excited. I'm super anxious. Can't wait to get it into your hand. Everyone that pre-ordered the book, you will get a signed copy. I know how much my signature is going to be worth in about 10 years. You might want to keep that one and wrap it up in some shrink wrap and make sure you don't touch it. It's going to be worth something in about 10 years. But anyway, guys, if you want to get that book, I didn't put this in the credits or anything. www.theblackbillionairesclub.com. www.theblackbillionairesclub.com. Somebody put that in the comments for me. I forgot to add it. It's where you can actually get the book and pre-order the book by Independence Day and get that thing out to you, shipped out to you ASAP Rocky. Once the book releases, it's going to be more expensive. That's just how we rock and roll. But if you want to get the book and save a little money and get a little gift, we go ahead and pre-order the book right now. The Black Billionaires Club, how they built their wealth. Out of 2,043 billionaires in the world today, only 12 of them are black. And that's the book that we wrote about, because I believe that if you want to be wealthy, you should study wealthy people. Well, guys, I want to say hello, good morning, everybody that's in the New Black Wall Street. That's over at the Black Enterprise, the Black Business Empowerment Group, and also the Black Business Network. Thanks so much for tuning in with us. If you like to, if you like to interact with us this morning, come on over to my personal page where we are broadcasting to make sure we reach as many people as possible, while black folk go deep diving into the book that can change the way you think, so you can change the results in life. Good morning, Edward. Thanks so much for putting that down there for me, brother. I appreciate that. Thanks so much. Mr. Apostle, Mr. Ray Wilkinson is in the building. Good morning. Mr. Rucker, thanks so much for joining us today. Mr. Knowles, AV in the building. What do you call it? The autopilot. He's on autopilot. Tasha, thanks so much for being here today as well. Now, we do want to make you aware, of course, the Black Bookstore opened last week. We opened on a Wednesday. We had over 100 followers by Thursday, so we did very well in our grand opening. But we do also have a few things we want to make you aware of. Obviously, where to go find a bookstore, right? If you want to go and deep dive into some stuff that we have available for black folk, children's books, adult books, basically a whole bunch about money. And we also got some books that are coming in about relationships this week, so we'll let you know about that. But we do want to make you aware of the book of the week. The book of the week is Black Dollars Matter. Black Dollars Matter, how to teach your dollars how to make more sense. How to teach your dollars how to make more sense. This book is in stock, only a few copies yet available. Get this book for $20. Just go ahead and go to the ERGJ Black Bookstore, go to the shop, order the book, and we get that thing, I tell you, ASAP Rocky. The other book we want to make you aware of is Monetize My Life, the new acquisition to the Black Bookstore by Mr. H. Cortez. It's going to be 4 simple, incredibly simple ways to teach you how to turn your passions into profits. How many guys want to turn your passion into profit? How many guys would love to get paid a whole bunch of money doing what you love to do? Because when you do what you love to do, you'll never work another day in your life. You haven't figured out the formula. You haven't figured out the system. You haven't had to learn how to make money doing what you love, and therefore you make money doing what you hate. You spend a whole bunch of time doing what you don't like to do, doing what you have to do. And this book here is going to help you to learn how to do what you want to do and get paid. Everybody put in the comments below, and get paid. See, turning your passions into profit. You get this book for $20 as well at the ERGJ Black Bookstore. I almost want to make you aware of our book jewelry that I have available to you as well. Because when you get a book, you got to have a good bookmark. And why not have a good bookmark, a custom bookmark that represents you? And that's going to be your African Pride Black, your black bookmark here. So you got your red, black, and green beads, the African symbol on one end, and you also have your Ankh on the other end. And this is going to be your book jewelry, your African Pride bookmark that you can get for $10. So go ahead and order the book. Go ahead and order your bookmark. Matter of fact, if I see a combo deal, if I see you order the book and the bookmark, well, I don't even know if I added the bookmark to the store. But anyway, just let me know you want to get the bookmark. We'll go ahead and upgrade you for an additional $5. Get you the bookmark for $5 today only when you order a book, and we'll get that thing to you ASAP Rocky. What's going on, Miss Alexander? Good morning. Thanks so much for tuning in with us. Let's get right into what we need to talk about today. Don't want to take up too much of your time. Dangote's 10 Commandments on money. Dangote's 10 Commandments on money. Lessons from the richest black man in the world. And I don't know about you, but I'm tired of listening to my broke uncle. He might got a little wisdom, but he ain't got no wisdom on billionaire status. And that's who I want to listen to this morning as he teaches us the 7th commandment that he has for us. Of course, the 6th commandment, we didn't finish it up. You're supposed to get the book. You're supposed to catch up. We on commandment number 7 today. The 7th commandment, go into manufacturing. Go into manufacturing. Everybody put in the comments below, manufacturing. He is telling black folk to start creating the stuff that you use. Sounds like me, he's telling black folk to create the things that you use instead of buying the things that you use. And then when you create the things that you use, you can then sell the things that you use to other people to buy from you. That begins to put you in a position of wealth. Create the things that you use instead of just buying the things that you use. So let's find out what the richest black man in the world, what lesson does he have for us today? I hope you got your pen, your paper. I hope you're ready to take notes, because you know you got to leave us with something about what you learned from today. This is not a time to entertain you people. I mean, it might be edutainment, but I just don't entertain. We educate and we empower you so you can go out and attack the day. Attack. You attack with knowledge, because knowledge is the new currency. Knowledge is a new currency. See, here's the deal. I want you to empty your wallet to fill your mind. And then later, you can empty your mind to fill your wallet. Simple principle. Empty your wallet to fill your mind. And then later, you empty your mind to fill your wallet. Knowledge is the new currency. My 7th lesson took place over dinner in Victoria Island, Lagos, residence of my teacher. So I started my own business. My teacher and I hardly saw each other as regularly as we used to. Just like him, I'll have a daily guide which I follow religiously. He had insisted that before I sleep each night, I write out my schedule for the next day, and I follow it religiously. He just tells you right now, before you go to bed at night, write out your schedule for the next day and follow that schedule religiously. Write my schedule. Follow my schedule. Put that down in the comments below. Simple lesson. Write my schedule. Follow my schedule. Now just make sure that you have success every day of your life. Write your schedule. Follow your schedule religiously. Sometimes my activities ran into the middle of the night. There were occasions when I was so busy to remember that I had not eaten for the entire day. With time, it dawned on me that my life had unconsciously transformed to the likeness of my teacher, who was neither a good eater nor a good sleeper. Over time, I found I hardly have appetite for food or desire for sleep. Attitudes that I found disturbing about my teacher when I newly moved into his house. I had thought that those attitudes were detrimental to good health. Since my father ate thrice daily, snored all night, and always emphasized on the need to go to bed early. But now I think differently. And I know differently. Now I think differently. And I know differently. There's a lot of people that call me Mr. No Sleep. because I know differently and I think differently. My father ate and snored away his fortune. Woo! My father ate and snored away his fortune. Now, I see a lot of black folks that are doing that today, hitting that snooze button, hitting it right now, can't get up, eating their way to poverty and poorness. Our father ate and snored away his fortune. I've since come to believe that comfort is a poor man's stuff. I've discovered that the famous declaration by Jesus Christ that man should not live by bread alone is true. And that most things in the world are nothing but perception and a state of mind, which implies that those who feel hungry and sleepy have them in their minds. Our lesson number 7 is on manufacturing, my teacher said. And we had eaten and rested for a while. If you want to make an impact in business and also contribute to the economy of your country, you have to go into manufacturing. You know that Nigeria is still a developing nation. The only way it can develop is through industrialization. Trading simply means recycling of wealth. It does not boost the economy. If you're importing goods from Asia or Europe or China and selling them here in Nigeria, it is a fact that people are complaining that manufacturing in Nigeria is difficult. Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped something. If you're importing goods from Asia or Europe and selling them in Nigeria, you are not helping the nation's economy. The reverse is the case. It is the fact that people are complaining that manufacturing in Nigeria is difficult. They say that the environment is not conducive for manufacturing because of the lack of infrastructure. But the fact remains that there are two sides to every coin. There are two sides to every coin. The infrastructure may not be there, but nobody can deny the fact that we have a huge population, which is the #1 attraction to any businessman. Whoever wants to go into the business world will first think of the market. And there's no doubt the Nigerian market is irresistible. People are complaining of the environment, but the truth is that there's no place in the world where you can get a perfect environment. There's always that element of risk. There's always the element of risk. The environment today is even far better than when we first started manufacturing. And there were lots of restrictions. Government was running the economy and policies were being changed at the drop of a hat. But now government has realized it has no business running the economy. It's now passing the baton to the private sector. That's the green light for people to go into manufacturing. Go into manufacturing. I feel that it is greed more than any other factor that is preventing Nigerians from going into manufacturing, as the market is yelling for manufacturers to come. For instance, do you know that as big as this country is, there's no company that is producing students' school sandals since Bata, which later became Famad, stopped doing so. Today, parents are desperately looking to where to buy quality school sandals for their children. Price is not even an issue. The problem is just to see the sandals. They would not mind paying as much as 3,000 naira for a pair of sandals that their children could wear for 3 to 4 years. Parents are not nostalgic of the days of Cortina and the Playtime school sandals from Bata, which their children used to wear until their feet would outgrow them. However, that is now history. But the market is still there and has even quadrupled, going by our ever-increasing population. This is an area that somebody can go into and his business will move at the supersonic speed. Another example is plastic, which has taken over the world. Plastic is the byproduct of petroleum, which we have in abundance in this country. But all the plastic companies in this country are importing their raw materials. That's one of the things that we are throwing away by refining our petroleum products outside the country. Can you imagine if we were refining our petroleum products here and getting the byproducts? But now, if the Nigerian government or the Nigerian entrepreneurs had not started manufacturing their own brand of cars, they would have started to think along the line that because 40% of the raw materials needed in car production is plastic, and once you can source over 40% of materials you need for the production of any product locally, your price at the end of the production is bound to be competitive compared to the ones produced elsewhere. See, manufacturing puts you in a position of competition. Matter of fact, I would say that manufacturing puts you in a position of domination. See, right now, you're probably competing because you are importing. You are bringing things over from China, from Asia, from Mexico. And your one excuse is that, oh, it's so cheap. So you're importing because of the cheapness. But you never thought about, well, how cheap would it be if you created it? If you found a way to manufacture it yourself. See, there's an evolution. Everybody put evolution. That must take place for you small business owner, for you black business owner, for you black CEO, for you black CEO. There's an evolution that must take place. If you are in the t-shirt business, you might start with design. Now you make a design for a t-shirt. You get the t-shirt to come in, you put your design on it, and you say that you made a t-shirt. No, you didn't make a t-shirt. You made a design and put it on a t-shirt. Then you might say, okay, well, I made the design. Now I want to actually put me in a position where I put the design on a t-shirt. So then you start a t-shirt printing business. You print the design that you made onto the shirt. So now you done took two jobs. You designed it and you printed it. That's still not you making a t-shirt. That's you making the design, and that's you printing the design. But then you say, oh, now this is what we're missing. I want to make the t-shirt. I want to get all the cotton, the raw materials, the polyester, whatever type of t-shirts there are, and I'm going to create or make the t-shirt. See, black folk, if somebody makes the t-shirt, if you become the manufacturer of the t-shirt, then you can then sell your t-shirts to all of the printing companies and all of the design makers. We have a whole bunch of design makers. We got a few printing companies, but I've yet to see a black-owned t-shirt company. All these t-shirts in a black community, and I've yet to see someone manufacture the t-shirts. Then you get to a place where you're not just manufacturing and producing the t-shirts for black folk, you are selling to everybody. Everybody put in the comments below, sell to everybody. See, the premise behind the black economic movement is to buy from your own and sell to everybody else. And because we're not in manufacturing, we continue to have to buy from everybody else in order to sell our stuff. Sell to everybody else. There's something to be said about the person who's bold enough to get into manufacturing. That's one of the reasons some of us want to have refineries, because we're giving a lot away by refining our crude oil in other countries. It's just like you are a cattle rearer and you're interested in only the blood of the cattle that you're rearing, but you do not have the technology to be extracting it from the cows. So what are you doing? So what you are doing is sending the cows to countries with the technology to be extracting the blood, which you then buy at a higher price. Mind you, the hairs, the skin, the horns, the hooves, the liver, the kidneys, the other parts of the live cows that you are sending abroad for the extraction of the blood are all very important raw materials. But since it is the blood that you want, the country would kill the cows, extract the blood, send to you, and keep all the other parts of the cows. The irony of it is that some of the parts that they are keeping are even costlier than the blood that they're sending back to you. And at the end of it all, you still pay heavily for the extraction. That is exactly what is happening with our crude oil. They refine our crude oil, keep the byproducts, which are over 100, some even more important than the petrol and the diesel, which we asked for, and we still pay them handsomely for giving us the two products, which are infinitesimal. Woo! You know, if I come across a word that I can't say, that means it's vocabulary time, people. Vocabulary time. All right, let's find out how we're going to say this word. Somebody help me out. Infinite. Oh, my goodness. What? Vocabulary time. Infinitesimal. Oh, my goodness. Woo. Hold on a second. Let me see. We can get this thing out. Vocabulary word today. Okay, infinitesimal. Whew. All right. Infinitesimal. Okay.
Infinitesimal.
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 Infinitesimal. Extremely small, by the way. That's what that means. Extremely small. Infinitesimal. Okay, got it. I'm smart. I'm smart today. Got me a new word. Woo! Okay, I'm sorry. I get excited about new words. My vocabulary just increased. All right. The two problems with an infinitesimal compared with the ones that are kept behind. It is not that the apogee of foolery. What? Another one is not that. Is it not the apogee? Whew. Vocabulary word number 2. Jesus Christ, you hit me up, Mr. Gun. Go take apogee. What the hell? Apogee. Apogee? What the heck that mean? Apogee. Apogee. Okay, apogee. The highest point in the development of something, the climax or culmination. Apogee. Apogee.
Apogee.
Apogee.
Apogee.
Apogee.
Apogee.
Apogee. Got it. Woo, that's number 2, baby. My vocabulary just increased. My vocabulary just increased. All right. Is that not the apogee of foolery? I shook my head. Oh, my goodness. I shook my head ruefully as the full weight of what he was saying dawned on me. It sounded strange that a country like Nigeria, with some of the best brains in the world, it sounded strange to me like a race like black people, with some of the best brains in the world, could be throwing his God-given natural resources away just like that. Sounds strange to me that black people in America, with some of the best brains in the world, could be throwing its God-given natural resources away just like that. It sounds strange to me that black folk in America, with some of the best brains in the world, could be throwing away their wealth just like that. Sounds strange to me that black folk in America, with some of the best brains in the world, could be throwing and wasting away their wealth just like that. We got another word, by the way, ruefully. Ruefully. I know how to say this, but I don't know what it means. So we're going to find out what it means. Rue. Ruefully. In a way that expresses sorrow or regrets, especially in a wry or humorous manner. In a way that expresses sorrow or regret, especially in a wry or humorous manner.
Ruefully.
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 Ruefully. All right, got it. What's going on, Ms. Ray J? How are you? Let me read that one more time. It sounded strange that a country like Nigeria, with some of the best brains in the world, could be throwing its God-given natural resources away just like that. It sounds strange that black folk in America, with some of the best brains in the world, could be throwing away their wealth just like that. Sounds strange to me. Does it sound strange to you? That every day we can wake up, spend our money, and finance our own oppression versus supporting our very own and financing our freedom. Sounds strange to me that we make a conscious or even an unconscious decision because some of us just ain't woke up yet. Financially, you're not woke. And you continue to waste your God-given resources. God has given you that job. That's a resource. That's a tool. Income is a resource. It's a tool. He's giving you that idea, and you waste it away. That idea is a resource. It's a tool. The power to create wealth. That every day, black folk in America, with some of the best brains in the world could be throwing its God-given natural resources away just like that. Everybody put in the comments below, just like that. Now I find it strange that he's talking about Nigeria, but at the same time, he's talking to us the same way that we throw away things that are of value, just like that. And I said it on Friday. What I believe the main reason why black folk don't build wealth, and I hate to say this, but to me it's true, because black folk don't value money. That is the reason I believe that black folk don't build wealth, because black folk don't value money, currency, trade, whatever you want to call it, because money is nothing more than an idea. Black folk also don't value time, because time is more precious than money. Black folk also don't value wisdom. Wisdom is more precious than rubies and gold. Three things: wisdom, time, and money. And until black folk begin to value wisdom, time, and money, black folks simply won't build wealth. Just like that. My teacher began to speak again. His words, imagine what would happen if we were refining our crude oil here and keeping the byproducts. Companies that would be making use of them, such as those engaged in manufacturing plastic products, will begin to spring up. Unemployment and acute poverty would be drastically reduced. But this is by the way, but that is by the way. Let us continue with our subject matter for today. As I said earlier, the main thing that is keeping Nigerians or black folk away from manufacturing is greed. They're complaining that the Nigerian environment is not conducive, yet the Asians are manufacturing here in Nigeria. Go around the country. Most of the flourishing manufacturing firms are owned by the Chinese and the Indians. Why are they manufacturing in Nigeria and we Nigerians cannot manufacture? Why are they manufacturing in Decatur and those in Decatur cannot manufacture? Why are they manufacturing in black neighborhoods, but the black folk in the black neighborhoods cannot manufacture? Why are they, but we can't? Excuses are tools of the poor. Are they superhuman beings? They are not. The only secret is that they have decided to make do with what we have in the environment. Another thing is that they have realized the fact that there's a large market here. And as such, they are making very little margins and recoup their investments through volume sales in the long run. That's it. We sick, boss. Nigerians, on the other hand, would want to go into manufacturing today and recoup their investment today. Before the Nigerians go into manufacturing, they would sit down and check how much they would put into the business and how much they would sell to recoup their investment. After this, they will realize that the building and all the overhead costs into the selling price, it will be far higher than the prevailing price of the product. And because of that, nobody would buy. They would hands off going into the business, and instead of blaming their greed, they would be blaming the environment. I'm encouraging every Nigerian, every black businessman, every black CEO, I'm encouraging the richest black man in the world is encouraging every black businessman with the wherewithal to go into manufacturing. The richest black man in the world, the same man that most of us have never heard of, has a book on the 10 Commandments on money. And in his book, he is encouraging every black businessman under the sound of my voice to go into manufacturing. Everybody put that in the comments below. Go into manufacturing. Commandment number 7. The truth is that there's a lot of money in manufacturing. However, it requires patience. Going into manufacturing is like farming. There's a time to sow and a time to harvest. You don't sow and harvest at the same time. While most Nigerians and most black folk don't like going into manufacturing, is that they want where they can sow and harvest at the same time. But manufacturing does not provide such an opportunity. That is why they are into things like importation and trading. But the fact remains that for you are to be categorized as a real businessman, you have to be a manufacturer. Listen to this. But the fact that for you to be categorized as a real businessman, as a real businesswoman, as a real black CEO, as a real black business owner, as a real black CEO, the fact is, to be categorized as such, you have to be a manufacturer. Importation is what every Tom, Dick, and Harry can do. There's no big deal about it. There's no big deal about it. Well, guys, I'm going to stop right there. I think we've belabored and made a point today as we listen to the richest black man in the world. And I just believe that if you want to be wealthy, you should listen to and you should study wealthy people. Just so happens to be that we're standing on the shoulder of an economic giant that's still alive today. The richest black man in the world in 2017. And I wrote a book about Aliko Dangote. So at this time, guys, I'd like to know what you learned today, because this is not entertainment. See, they say if you put it in the book, black folk will never read it, they'll never find it. Well, we're reading it together. Now I'd like to know, what did you learn today? What is your takeaway today? Because see, at the end of the day, if you didn't learn anything, if you didn't take away anything from today's message, well, I'm not going to be back tomorrow. You see, because I don't do this for me. I do this for we. It's not a me show. It's a we show, people. New Black Wall Street Book Club, bringing to you black authorship. Now, I don't know about you, but I think we found a gem in this small little book that's teaching us the 10 commandments on money. The 10 commandments on money. And today he talked about going into manufacturing. So I know I talk faster than you type. So in the comments below, please let us know, what is it that you learned today from the richest black man in the world? And while you do that, guys, I'll go ahead and do my credits and let you guys know today's episode is brought to you by the ERGJ Black Bookstore. It's a bookstore that is hell-bent on making sure we have nothing but black authors that are represented in our store. Now, I don't have this book. I had to get this book from some other place, which I wish I didn't have to. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to reach out to the publisher. I'm going to let the publisher know that I got a bookstore that I got open, and I want to see if we can make a deal. And we can bring this book to the ERGJ Black Bookstore. I'm so excited, super excited about that. I'm going to do that today. I'm going to make sure I reach out to them. Now, of course, we do have a couple other books we want to make you aware of. Number one, the book of the week, the Black book of the week, by the way. Black Money Matters, teaching your dollars how to make more sense. You get the book today, it's going to teach your dollars about how to make more sense. We only got a couple of these copies left, so you want to go ahead and make sure you go to ERGJ Black Bookstore, order your copy today. Make sure you sign that thing up, get that thing out to you ASAP Rocky. And our new acquisition that we just added last week, Monetize My Life by Mr. H. Cortez. 4 simple ways how to turn your passions into profits. It's just too many people that are not doing what they love to do, and they have not learned how to turn their passions into profit. You absolutely can get paid doing what you love to do, but you have to learn strategy. You have to learn strategy. You got to understand how this system, this country is set up, how it operates. You got to learn strategy in order to turn your passions into profit. Well, guys, let's see what you said here. What did you learn today on the ERGJ, New Black Wall Street Book Club today as we went through our time together? See, previous common value, enterprise. I can't go all the way down that far. Manufacturing is where you learn you have to be providers. That's right. Produce and offer. That's right. Yeah, when he gets it. Oh, I know that's right. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. You know I'm going to get it. Lady Rachel said, get up, get out, and get into it, and get it on to keeping it strong in our community. Manufacture. C system, absolutely, guys. Well, guys, this is what we do, and we'll be back to continue in commandment number 7 as we're learning from the richest black man in the world. Matter of fact, we'll be finishing this up tomorrow because it looks like it's not that much left to do. So you know what? I might move on to number 8. Gonna move into number 8 tomorrow. You guys finish up. I'll do a little bit more of number 7 tomorrow, just in case you don't have the book yet. I'm working on getting the book. Well, guys, I want you to remember this, man, that wealth begins in the mind. You must be wealthy in your mind long before you are wealthy in your wallet. You must be wealthy in your mind long before you're wealthy in your wallet. Knowledge is the new currency. I want you to empty your wallet to fill your mind, and then later you can empty your mind to fill your wallet. Well, guys, I want you to remember this, that it takes a village, and it starts with us. You got one more. If you don't keep learning, you'll become, if you don't keep learning, you will not become an expert you'll become an expert at giving false information. The more you know, the less it will cost you. Remember this, guys, it takes a village. It starts with us. Let's build black wealth together. Guys, have a wonderful, magnificent Monday. I'll catch up with you soon.
It's the New Black Wall Street Book Club. Wall Street with your host, Evan Jefferson. Evan Jefferson. It's time for us to go. Yeah. Now, you ain't got to leave the computer, but we encourage you to get out there and learn and apply all the things you learn at the New Black Wall Street Book Club. Yeah.